Today we've got some strange and surprising customs to share with you. From using only your right hand in India to never finishing your plate in Japan, we'll be taking a look at 10 strange food etiquette from different parts of the world. So grab a snack and get ready to expand your knowledge on international dining customs. Forget chopsticks, respect Thai dining etiquette. Eating with etiquette is an important part of Thai culture. This can be a little confusing for tourists visiting the country, as different rules apply to different dishes. When eating a rice-based meal, the fork should only be used to push food onto your spoon, while your hands should remain free. However, there are exceptions to this rule. Northern and northeastern Thai dishes that use glutinous or sticky rice can be eaten with your hands, and standalone items that are not part of a rice-based meal can be eaten with a fork. One thing to avoid at a traditional Thai meal is using chopsticks. This is seen as awkward and inconvenient, and can even be considered tacky by some. In Thai perspective, the best way to enjoy a traditional Thai meal is to follow the customs and etiquette that come with it. Whether it's eating with your hands or using a fork and spoon, embracing the culture is an important part of the dining experience. 9. Middle Eastern coffee, a post-sip shake. The Middle East is known for its rich coffee culture and unique customs. One such custom is the act of shaking the cup after drinking coffee. In the Bedouin culture, it is customary for the host to pour more coffee for their guests. However, once the guest has finished drinking, they signal their host to stop pouring by gently shaking their cup 2 or 3 times. This simple gesture serves as a way to communicate that they have had enough and to show gratitude for the hospitality. The cultural tradition is a vital part of Middle Eastern hospitality and is something that visitors should keep in mind when visiting the region. Failing to shake the cup could result in an endless flow of coffee, which is not only impractical but also disrespectful to the host. So if you're visiting the Middle East and want to show appreciation for the hospitality you receive, remember to shake the cup after drinking your coffee. 8. Vodka etiquette. Respect in Russia. In Russia, vodka is a symbol of hospitality and friendship, and drinking it is a traditional and sacred act. Vodka is always consumed neat, without any mixers or ice, as adding anything to the drink is considered disrespectful to its pure flavor. Refusing a shot of vodka when offered to you is considered even more disrespectful and is a significant breach of hospitality. This is because offering someone a drink is considered a gesture of trust and friendship in Russian culture. Vodka is an integral part of the Russian way of life and is consumed on various occasions, from celebrations to casual gatherings. It is customary to offer a shot of vodka to guests as a sign of welcome, and drinking it together is considered a bonding experience. So if you're in Russia, it's advisable to embrace this cultural tradition and take a shot of vodka when offered, even if it may be hard for you. This way, you'll show respect and appreciation for the Russian way of life and will likely make some new friends in the process. 7. Chilean dining. The importance of utensils. Chile is a country known for its strict adherence to etiquette, especially when it comes to dining. Unlike other South American nations, dining matters in Chile are much more formal and proper. Eating with your hands, although convenient and practical, is a definite no-no. The country has a strong cultural connection with Europe, and as such, follows their customs when it comes to dining. The use of a knife and fork is seen as a more sophisticated way of eating, and is preferred by many Chilean diners. The act of eating with utensils symbolizes the country's desire to align itself with European culture, and to maintain a level of sophistication in their dining practices. So if you're in Chile, remember to ditch the fingers and reach for a knife and fork when enjoying a meal. 6. Leave food, respect culture. A food etiquette lesson. Food customs and etiquette are a unique aspect of various cultures around the world. While some traditions may seem unfamiliar or odd to us, they hold a deep significance in the societies in which they exist. One such practice is the act of leaving food on your plate. In China, finishing everything on your plate is seen as a slight to the host, as it implies that they did not provide enough food. On the contrary, in India and Japan, leaving even a small amount of food uneaten is considered disrespectful towards both the food and the host, and is viewed as wasteful. This disparity highlights the diverse attitudes toward food and waste in different cultures. It is also common for people to be scolded for not finishing all their food. However, this well-intended good manners may not be appreciated in all cultures, especially in China. Clearing your plate is viewed as a sign that you are still hungry and the host has failed to offer enough food. 5. Toast with care. Glass clinking taboo. In Hungary, clinking glasses after a toast is a big no-no. This might come as a surprise to those who are used to toasting by clinking glasses, but in Hungary, it's considered impolite and could result in a rebuke from older locals. The origins of this uncommon custom can be traced back to politics. During the 1848 suppression of a Hungarian uprising by the Austrian government, the Austrian leaders celebrated publicly by clinking their glasses, which still brings out negative memories for the Hungarian people. When in Hungary, it's important to be aware of the unique customs and etiquette surrounding food and drink. Adhere to the saying, "When in Rome, do as the Romans do," and respect the local customs in Hungary. Doing so will deepen your understanding and appreciation for the culture. 4. Strategic meat eating. Token tactics. The Brazilian steakhouse dining experience is not just about the savory flavors and juicy cuts of meat, but also about the unique token system used to place your order. As servers circulate the restaurant with a variety of meats, diners must use a small token to indicate what they want. The green side up means that you're open to more meat, while flipping it to the red side signals that you're taking a break. It's easy to get carried away with the endless flow of meats, but it's crucial to use your token wisely. If you leave the green side up, you risk overloading your plate with more food than you can handle. This token system adds a fun and interactive element to the dining experience and encourages diners to enjoy their meal in moderation. So the next time you visit a Brazilian steakhouse, be sure to use your token wisely and savor every bite. 3. WeiBwurst. Bavarian breakfast. Boil, peel, sweet mustard. Food customs and traditions vary greatly across cultures and countries. In Germany, for instance, there's a strict rule surrounding the consumption of WeiBwurst, a popular white Bavarian sausage. According to tradition, WeiBwurst can only be eaten at breakfast and must be consumed before noon. This practice has a historical background rooted in the absence of proper refrigeration techniques. To maintain its freshness, WeiBwurst must be boiled and not fried, making it more perishable. And there's more to it. The sausage must be peeled before eating and must be paired with sweet mustard. So if you're in Germany, be sure to pay attention to these customs when indulging in WeiBwurst, a staple of German cuisine. 2. Salt insult in Egyptian dining customs. In Egypt, adding salt to your food could be considered a big insult. This is because the chef is taking great care in seasoning the dish to perfection, and altering its taste by adding salt suggests that the dish was not prepared to your liking. When dining in someone's home or a restaurant in Egypt, it's best to hold back on the salt unless it's already provided on the table. Refraining from using salt shows respect for the cook's effort and skills in preparing the meal. Egypt is not the only country with unique food customs and traditions. From using chopsticks in Japan to burping after a meal in Burkina Faso, each culture has its own way of approaching food and showing appreciation. Understanding these customs and traditions can help make dining experiences more enjoyable and respectful. 1. Respectful dining. South Korean tradition. Food etiquette varies greatly from one culture to another, and it's always fascinating to learn about these unique customs. In South Korea, there's a deep-rooted tradition that revolves around the oldest person at the table. This tradition is a sign of respect, and it requires that no one starts eating until the oldest person has taken the first bite. This can be quite the wait, but it's seen as an act of deference to the senior members of the group. In contrast, in the United States, it's considered rude to start eating before everyone at the table has been served. This is a common practice in many cultures, but in South Korea, it goes a step further. Not only is it important to wait for everyone to be served, but also to wait for the oldest person to take the first bite. It's also customary to wait for the oldest person to sit down before taking your own seat. So whether you're in South Korea or the United States, it's important to be mindful of the cultural norms surrounding food etiquette. Whether you're a guest or a host, showing respect for your elders and following these traditions is sure to make for a memorable dining experience. What did you think of all these rules? Do you follow any? Let us know in the comments, then check out this next top 10 video.